So apparently Indiana Jones is really flippin' good, which I'm very happy about. I made a whole video about how the PC spec sheet was complete gobbledygook, but I wanted the game to succeed because it's a high-budget AAA title based on a very popular IP, and yet the gameplay is rather unique and much more immersive sim-inspired than the typical third-person action game. To put that another way, it's a AAA game that actually takes some flippin' risks with the gameplay. And that's the kind of thing that I truly believe needs to be encouraged right now for the AAA industry. So the fact that Indiana Jones is being received so well, that's great news, regardless of whether or not you were actually going to play it. But dear, oh dear, we can't be happy about this actually, because a big chunk of the internet has had to cry about the Xbox versus PlayStation aspect of this game, as if that has literally anything to do with whether or not the game is good. But over the last few days, we've seen the full spectrum of stupid console war arguments sparked by Indiana Jones. We've got people saying the game sucks because it's currently Xbox exclusive. We've got people saying the game sucks but will magically be worth buying once the PlayStation version comes out. We've got people saying that the game is an Uncharted ripoff even though it's not. But then there's people saying that it's worse because it's not enough like Uncharted. Yeah, I'm not kidding when I say everyone's stupid opinion is out today. So we're just going to go through some of the best ones I caught with my trusty screenshot button before Twitter decided to auto-refresh because there's no possible way I was looking at the shit on my screen just now, Elon. There's no way I wanted to keep looking at that. Good thing you refreshed the fucking Twitter feed. Brian McCaffrey posted a 9 out of 10 review for the game. Pure PlayStation, quote, tweets it and says, best Xbox exclusive in years, doesn't even call it timed. Isn't this dropping on PS5 in a few months with PS5 Pro being the definitive edition? Oh, so if a game is eventually going to another platform, that means we can't call it exclusive. So that means PlayStation literally has no exclusives because all of the PlayStation games are going to PC. Launch day or otherwise. Like, he calls it a console exclusive because right now it is a console exclusive. If we can't call console exclusive games console exclusive anymore, then we can't call games exclusive at all, because eventually every game's going to the PC, either officially or emulated, which I don't really think is the argument you should be trying to make, but that's what your stupid words are alluding to. XVault takes a screenshot of the Steam charts and says only 8K after it's released. Indiana Jones. Can't blame Game Pass here, as it was stated Go was not the issue due to the stalker numbers. Oh, and when did he take this screenshot, by the way? Oh yes, he took this Steam chart screenshot at 7:28 a.m. on launch day, which was a Monday. Yes, prime gamer hours, 7:28 a.m. on a Monday. And ironically, a few hours after you made this tweet, the peak count had gone up to over 10,000. Again, on a Monday morning. We've got a relatively high concurrent player count for a single player game, putting up consistently rising numbers throughout the launch day, despite the launch day being a fucking Monday. These numbers indicate that a lot of people have bought the game on Steam, is what I'm saying, because concurrent players do not equal success or failure to a single player game. It's not a game that's meant to be grinded with other players, it's simply a game meant to be gone through at your own pace, so concurrent player counts aren't actually very accurate to how healthy or unhealthy the game's sales are. However, when numbers for a single player game are this steady at relatively high points for a single player game on a Monday morning, which is the exact opposite of peak gamer hours, this is all actually an indication that this game is doing quite well for itself on Steam. One day you'll understand how this works. Not today, apparently. Someone sent me this screenshot. It's out of context a bit, but Christopher Dring says, Xbox seems to be there with Game Pass consistency. A brilliant Call of Duty followed swiftly by a superb Indiana Jones, and with a promising 2025 slate of Doom, Fable, South of Midnight, Atomfall, Clair Obscur, very promising for the service. And then J-Dub responds and says, lol, we go down this rabbit hole annually. Little to no games released all year long, release 2 games at the end of the year, and say everything is back on track until it repeats with delays again. The bar is pretty low at this point. So, kind of like what Sony does as well. You know, little to no games released all year, then you release a couple things and act like everything's fine while you're continuously pushing things back and not really giving people what they want. I wonder what company could be doing that. I wonder what other companies in the gaming industry besides Microsoft that description could apply to. Because surely you can't possibly be making this an exclusively Xbox problem, or like something that's exclusively a point of mockery when Microsoft does it, when this is your profile picture. We're talking about companies not releasing things in a timely manner. I wonder who could be doing that as well. Japan Hates Xbox says every Xbox game is a Concord level disaster and just as woke. Lol, Concord is basically the Xbox template exemplified. Woke online shooter, 60 Metacritic now pulled offline. So Concord, the thing that literally did come out of Sony's pocket, is apparently the blueprint for what presumably comes out of Microsoft's pocket, is what you're saying. You're saying the thing that PlayStation literally experienced is the blueprint for what Xbox is going to experience in the future. You're saying the thing that happened to PlayStation, literally happened to PlayStation, is actually the template for what happens to Xbox. But also, are you really saying that Xbox's game template is woke online shooters when Indiana Jones is right there, and Starfield is right there, and Fable is right there? Is this truly what we're doing now? Oh, I got to interrupt you now to do the Doofus Club shoutouts. The Doofus Club is my membership system. Go down and click the join channel button for 99 cents a month and you get to join the Doofus Club. I'll give you a couple emojis and I'm also going to shout you out in every single video, which means this is the part of the video where I have to try and say everybody's names as fast as humanly possible. Okay, here we go. Michael Musil, Mengaki, Ghost Ho, The Scruffy Skull, Femtanga. Wait a minute. The Jojo 6, Mio Bunny, Vascro, Mickey, Omnis Steph 94, Blue Hook, Mr. Self-Destruct, Raptor Tim, Willie JJ, what is that? Jim Ryan drinking piss from a wine glass. Jody Breeze, Mr. Techno Squeak, Max Laurel Maximus, Where is your power armor? Furry Raptor 1, Schnorlax and Maddie Plays, Diego Garcia, McAdvertisement, Dunkle's Omen, Wild Gamer 3001, Demetrius Papagiorno, Kibikins, I American Idiot, Boofner, Antoine Horton, Rebel Blood 80, Stefan Christensen, All Games Vidya, Your Oracle, Darth Mutton, Binary Deviant, Raven Bloodgrot, Raven Bloodrot, Hen Thigh. Every time. Justin Mab, Rand Roy, Stoico, Hero Culture, Luke Bayless, Bloodline, Extreme the Wolf 7, Tooney, Wayne, Gaming with Dead People, Joe Taku, Puddin' Tane, Joey Scoops, Jidge, Totally Not Retro, Westo, Wannabe, Hobo, Master of Nothing, Billet 310 Char, Geekstar, Veg, Rob C, Curtin, Alan Spat, Crumpet Cum, The Scrum Master, The Groovy Banana. Oh my goodness, it's getting difficult. So join the Doofus Club for 99 cents a month and be a doofus with everybody and come join all your friends and be a big doofus. Be a big doofus with the dudes. The dudefuses. The dudefises and dudefises. Okay, never mind. Go back to the video. Doc Dark tweeted out, Ponies, just get a pro. Me, nah, I'm enjoying my PlayStation games going to PC anyways. Pony, you are going to wait for games to be ported? Could never be me. Me, damn, Indiana Jones looks like it might be good. Pony, yeah, can't wait to play it on my pro. That's honestly a good point. PlayStation dudes give PC gamers so much grief for being okay with waiting for PlayStation ports instead of going and buying a PlayStation to play Sony games on launch day. But then they'll also talk shit about every new Xbox game and how they're eventually going to get a PlayStation port. It's real dumb. But then King Thrash quote tweets and says, the difference, that pony didn't spend thousands to wait to play a lower quality experience. I mean, they did pay over $1,000 though for the base PS5 and then the PS5 Pro. That's definitely over $1,000 regardless of when you bought either system. That pony also didn't have to wait over a year, and that pony will play the history quality experience. Okay, so it's literally just based on a time frame that you made up. Oh, that pony didn't have to wait over a year. Well, what if I'm fine with waiting that long? No, it's better that you don't. Like, hey, this thing really doesn't matter to me at all. Yes, it does. It does matter to you, because it makes my argument stronger. Phenomenal work here, Thrash. You and the Lord's work. Pony Elite says, so I've seen all the gameplay footage that the Xbox cultists have handpicked themselves to show off Indiana Jones, and I just can't stop thinking about how Uncharted 2 exists. Okay, so play that? Like, they're entirely different games. Why are you comparing them for reasons other than the fact that they're adventure games with an Indiana Jones type main character? Except in one case, they actually are Indiana Jones. One of these games is an immersive sim action puzzle type thing, and the other is a third-person cover shooter broken up with a bunch of running and like gazing into the sunset. These just aren't similar games, and the fact that you think they are just makes it seem like you've never played either of them. James says, they told me Indiana Jones was an early access, which is why the peak was at 5K. Now that it's fully released, the peak is only increased to 8K. GG, clown emoji. Look at the date down there and the time of when this tweet was made and when the screenshots of the player counts were taken. It's a little before 9 p.m. on December 8th. The game dropped at midnight GMT on December 9th. And look at this screenshot again with the timestamp down there. My boy. You guys literally had the Steam DB page open and a fucking countdown set on your phone so you could take the screenshot immediately upon the game dropping and then try to use those numbers as a takedown on the game's success. Like, you know we can see when you posted this, right? We can all see it. You dunce. At Marius PS Banner says Indiana Jones is ruining Pony's days and then shows a screenshot of DMs sent to him. This says, hey, ass wipe. Indie flops, so does your mom. Can't even surpass 5,000 players. Hey, how's Lego Horizon doing right now? This screenshot was sent to me. This one's fun. Kieran says, seems like Xbox catering to PlayStation gamers has forced them to have higher standards. Proper gamers expect certain standards to be met, while Xbox renters are just happy with anything as long as it's free on Game Pass. Cameron McDonald says, like Concord? Kieran says, Concord is a rare exception, while Xbox consistently churn out absolute dog shit games. Like I'm Lou Bill says, Foam Stars? Kieran says, Square Enix made that. Damn, shameless real-time goalpost moving. You don't see that much nowadays. Like, people at least usually try to be at least like a little bit discreet about moving the goalposts, but you're just like, nah, I don't like the argument I made. I'm gonna change it up. I almost respect it. One more. King's Blood says, yeah, Microsoft definitely paid for them reviews because this game looks like dog shit. A screenshot of the 86 Metacritic. Modern AAA brain rot has ruined you guys, I swear. The game does literally all the things that the AAA industry praises, except for overly hand-holdy gameplay. Like, everything else about Indiana Jones is the template for a praised AAA game. It has long cutscenes, it has great graphics, has a realistic art style, it has some aspect of console exclusivity that seems to be a bonus to game journos nowadays because something makes the console more valuable. But like, everything about Indiana Jones, frankly, has Game Award bait all over it except for the gameplay structure, which is less traditional and less straightforward and more methodical. But no, Xbox pays off reviewers. Xbox pays off reviewers. That's why it has an 86 Metascore instead of a 90-something. They paid for reviews, but they only paid for an 86? Fucking budget cuts? What? I lied. One more, because someone sent me this one when I was editing the video. Discussing Film says, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle does for Indy what Insomniac did for Spider-Man. Craft a thrilling story that feels true to the character, while also building a totally unique gaming experience. And they get a response from @Soapblocks who says, terrible comparison. No one knows what Indiana Jones even is. The last movie was a huge flop, and nobody is even playing this game right now, bro. No one knows what Indiana Jones is. No one knows. No one knows what he is. The last movie was a flop, and therefore, no one knows who Indiana Jones is. Yeah, I'm done, Toodles.